Okay, good evening, or good afternoon. I'm used to saying good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Charles Harper, and I'm here to announce our new PLR, our new video PLR, which is Organize Your Money with Quicken, how to use Quicken Home and Business to keep your funds organized. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what's in the product today. It's a little different from some of the stuff that we've done in the past, and I've got a new series of PLR video packs that we're gonna be releasing, kind of in the same vein, right? And I'm not going to tell you all the titles right now, but we want to help people to get who want to sell products in December and January toward helping people to get a fast start. So we're going to get back to marketing. No worries about that. We're going to continue to do marketing technology, but this is something that we wanted to help people who need products to sell in December, January, and even the end of November. And that's what really this product is all about, and some of the other ones we're going to be doing upcoming. So let's talk about this. First of all, if you just want to go get it, right? Because the price is rising as with every sale. You can do that by going over to the plrshow.com/new. That's going to take you to the review page, and then you can just go from the review page over to the sales page. And again, if you already know you want it, you can head over there and get it, and then you can come back to the live stream, and I'll be here for a little while. Okay, so basically this afternoon I want to talk about what the course is about. I want to talk about what's covered. I want to talk about what the big idea is. I'll tell you what's in it and what's in it for you, and then what's monetizable, and then I'll talk a little bit about what is next. And of course, if you have any questions as we go along here, what I'm going to do is I don't have it here now. I'm going to just open up the live streaming screen so that I can see your comments and your questions here in YouTube, right? So I've got the live stream open. So if you've got comments or you got questions, you can just pop them right there in the live chat area there in YouTube. Okay, so basically what I like to do, in these launch sessions is kind of go through one of the videos that's part of the pack, which is the video mind map. And I'm not going to do it generically like I do it in the course. I just want to kind of talk through some of the points and give you an idea of what you're going to have when you actually get this product in your hands. Basically, the product is called Organize Your Money with Quicken. And so right off the bat, you want to know, well, who's this for? And basically, it's going to be for entrepreneurs in the US and Canada. And the reason for that is because the Quicken software, at least the current version, works for entrepreneurs in the US and Canada, right? I think there used to be a UK version. I don't think that there is anymore. You've actually got to use QuickBooks, which again is a little bit of overkill for an entrepreneur like you and I, for somebody who does information marketing. I mean, you can certainly use QuickBooks. It's certainly a great program. I have it, but it is a bit of overkill. And if you really want to get down and dirty and you want to get there fast, Quicken Home and Business is really the fastest way to be able to do that. So this is also for any entrepreneurs who have, I say, businesses where they're mixing business and personal activity. And I really mean financial activity. So in other words, you may be, you're taking some money out of your personal checking account and you're going to buy stuff for your business, or you're taking stuff out of the business checking account and you're paying your light bill. I mean, all those things happen. It's reality. And there are ways for you to be able to, even if you can't necessarily switch some of that around, you can still account for it in a way so that you know what's happening in your business. And I think what happens to people is, you get started, you start just getting the thing up and running, and you sort of get money from wherever you need to get it. And then when you make some money, you spend it where you need to spend it, and getting sort of your arms around getting organized doesn't happen until tax time, and that's really too late. So I want to help some of the folks here and some of the folks who are going to be your customers who will be able to do this. It's also for entrepreneurs who consider themselves to be solo business owners. As like I said, QuickBooks is great. It's overkill. I've done accounting in the past. I've used QuickBooks. I've used Quicken Home and Business. And again, for information marketers, inventory, who have basic money in, money out businesses, Quicken Home and Business is more than enough for you and will just about cover everything that you have to do. In fact, when I do this course, what I'm doing for your customers is I'm really walking them through the basics. They're going to be probably up and running. They'll have their first financial statement created probably within, I'd say almost, I'm going to say within 40 minutes, they'll have their first financial statement created. And anybody who does their generates income through PayPal, right? One of the really beautiful, I think, things about that works very well with Quicken is, you know, if you have one PayPal account, if you have two, you have three, you can just download those transactions into your Quicken, and you can organize them in a way that you can kind of separate the business from the personal, and you can do that very easily. And I'm showing your customers how to do that in this course. So any of those entrepreneurs that you know that generate income through PayPal, that's going to be, for the most part, I mean, those of you who are internet marketers, you sell to other internet marketers, it's going to be just about everybody, right? So again, entrepreneurs in the US and Canada, that's kind of the blanket statement, right? Again, that's mainly because that's where Quicken is sold. Unfortunately, they don't sell it outside of those countries at this point. Just about everybody here who's on this call, even if you're not from the US or Canada, you probably have customers in the US and Canada. I'm almost certain of that. And so because those are the folks who are buying information marketing products. So even if you're not going to use it, you will probably have customers that you can actually sell this product to. And here's what I'll say to you in this. I'm going to get to this in a minute. Part of the course is I'm going to be doing 2 webinars, one in the front end, one in the back end, on basic financial statements. If you've never done anything with financial statements, right? If you're thinking, well, I don't really want to learn Quicken, but if you come to that webinar, you'll still benefit, right? That webinar, over and above anything else I've done, on marketing, this is really going to benefit you if you've never gotten your arms around financial statements, even if you can't necessarily use the product. So how we're going to do the product is going to be, it's in the same style as we do all of our products, over the shoulder videos, right? So basically I'm walking you through how to get your Quicken set up so that you can create your own financial statements, or your customers. I'm going to be walking them through the basics of setting up financial statement creation. And again, I don't want to do everything in Quicken, so this is really not going to be where I show you how to use it for your personal business. If you're a user of Quicken, you probably already know that, or most people get all their banking online, and you can see all that stuff anyway. What trips people up is never really getting set up for their business, and that's really what this course is really going to be all about. Obviously, this was recorded in November of 2017. Very recently, this is a new product, right? So we're using Quicken Home and Business 2017. In fact, one of the things we show you is the differences between some of the different versions. And do you really want to upgrade to Quicken 2018, right? Which is a subscription. And that's a question we sort of answer in the course because it's important. You may or may not need to do that. Right, and Quicken already has designated how long they're going to support the non-subscription product. And for most marketers, right, for most information marketers, 2017 is going to be fine, right? I don't necessarily think that you got to go on a yearly subscription in order to do that. Now, there may be some cases where you can't find your financial institution, you can't download transactions. That may be a reason for you to upgrade to 2018, but I cover that there in the course. For the most part, if you've already got a previous version of Quicken Home and Business, you can use this course to start creating financial statements, no matter what kind of activity you have in your online business or in your business in general. So why is this course important for you? Why is it important for your customers? It's going to really help business owners like you and I, solo business owners, to know at a glance whether or not their business is making money, right? And most of us have information. Internet marketers, information marketers. We sort of look at our bank account and we say, you know, if I got more there than I had before, then I'm making money. That may, may not be the case. You really want to have your arms around, I mean, really in great detail. Is this business generating money? Is it making money for me? Because if it's not, then obviously you want to change things. And I think most people would change things faster if they could see it visually. You know, some of us are visual. I'm auditory, right? So I like the way things sound. I like to hear people talk. I mean, I like audio. But the visual aspect of a financial statement that you created from your information, that sometimes is enough to get people to change. I know people have said to me that, well, you know, Charles, I can't really get motivated. You know, how do you motivate yourself to get into a launch? How do you motivate yourself to get off the get into launch mode, or get out of get into production mode? And quite honestly, if you see a financial statement of your activity, some of you, that was going to help you, right? One of the things, you've probably never seen a financial statement of what's actually happening in your business, because quite honestly, if you're using some of your personal money in order to put into your internet marketing business, what's really happening is your assets are shrinking if you're not in activity. And for some of you, having a course like this, going through it, creating a financial statement, keeping it updated, is really going to help you to be motivated. And it's going to be the same thing for your customers. If you're a coach, right? If you're a coach and you're helping people in their marketing business, and that's part of what you do, I can't really help but think that one of the things you can help people do is to start creating a financial statement. Right? They're going to get an accountant to do it at some point anyway. They're going to have to get a CPA to do their taxes. Why not help them by getting them into reporting their transactions and looking at a financial statement, right? So it's going to help solo entrepreneurs. And really and truly, you know, I call this Organize Your Money with Quicken. This is really the core principle, right? It's just going to help you to be organized when it comes to your money. And again, I know what it is. You've got personal account, checking account. You maybe have 2 or 3 personal checking accounts, got a credit card. You may have a home equity loan. You may have some money coming in from these other locations, and it's just kind of in this jumble. And you sort of, when you need something, you grab it in. The business makes you a little money, and then you take a little bit and you pay something down, or then you pay something. And all that's great. That's one of the benefits of having an online business. One of the benefits of being able to do this, if you can just see it in terms of whether or not your business is growing, right? And this is what this course will really help you to be able to do once you create and you start creating a financial statement. I don't even want to like to use that term very much, because it almost makes it sound very, very official and very corporate, right? And it's not that. It's really just getting your arms around where your money is going with your online business. So what do we cover in the course? Well, we're going to show you how to get started with Quicken. I'm going to show you, as I talked about, I'm going to answer the question whether or not you need those different versions. I'm going to show you how to navigate the interface, and then how to keep your file secure. Right? We're going to go through that operation. That's a very important part of this, because part of what you're going to be doing, you're going to have to make a decision about whether or not you want to sync to the Quicken cloud. I'm going to show you how to use cash on hand, and this is a very important aspect, because let's say that you're out and about, right? You're out with some friends. You go to a bookstore, you see a book you like, you've got $20 in your pocket, you go and buy the book, and it's really for your business. Some people never account for that. Some people never put that in their business, and some people do that 3, 4, 5, 6 times a month. Right? That should be part of your business. You should be keeping track of those things. And I'm not just talking about for taxes. Yes, you should be keeping track of those things for taxes. And even then, Quicken has this way, and I show you this in the course, of you're just being able to take a picture of that receipt, take a picture of what you've got, and then upload it directly to and match it with the transaction. So when it comes time for taxes, you really don't have to do any work, right? If you're keeping up with your Quicken. If you're keeping up with Quicken, you don't have any work to do at tax time. You're just going to take your file, basically. You're going to go over to TurboTax. And I'll talk about that. Obviously going to show you how to set up a PayPal standard, and that's the basic PayPal account. We're going to show you how to categorize your transaction. And then for some of you, I know that many of you have a second PayPal account, right? And that's a business account. I'm going to actually show you because the step is a little different. And there's an important aspect in there because if you reach a certain point with Quicken and your email address is too long, you're not going to be able to set it up. And I actually cover that here in the course. I'm going to show you how to set up your checking account. And then, you know, when you download your transactions from your bank or from Quicken, they're going to put a lot of stuff in uncategorized areas. I'm going to show you how to deal with that. And show you how to deal with any of your outgoing payments and make them categorized. Tracking your receipts, which I just talked about, whether or not you choose to track them through your mobile or whether or not you're just going to track them. And then I think one of the most important aspects of the course, I just sort of hinted at, which is accounting for part business and part personal transactions. That's a very important part, you know, of this process. And tracking your cash purchases. One of the things that you and I have to do, and we do this, I think we do this anyway, right? We sort of monitor our cash position, but you know, based on where you might have payments that you've got to make in the future or in the near future. You know, some of us get surprised by you know, recurring subscriptions. I'm going to show you how you can cover that in Quicken. And then basically you should be able to answer the question at any point in time once you're done with this course, or your customer should be able to answer this question, right? Is my business profitable? I'm going to show you how to use your mobile device to track transactions, and then tracking your mileage in Quicken. Now, obviously, that's going to be more for tax time than anything else, but Quicken gives you this way of being able to track your mileage as you go. Also, a very important part for you to be doing at tax time. And then, is your data secure? Right? That's going to be a question your customer is going to want to know. I cover that there in the course. Now, there is an advanced course, right? There is an advanced course, and one of the things I want to encourage you in getting the advanced courses, the advanced course is just not me splitting up the course. This really is an advanced course. It's because you can use the front end course and you can create financial statements for your business, right? This advanced course is kind of putting it into practice. It is kind of seeing it in action. So I'm going to start the course by talking about the difference between accounting and tax statements. Very important for those of you who are freelancers, right? Or you do freelance work. A lot of internet marketers, they do some work on the side. They invoice clients. Going to show you how to cover that in Quicken, as well as designing your own invoice and keeping an account receivable, right? Those three things are kind of important parts of your freelance business. Going to show you how to work with your personal funds, right? So again, we got the scenario where we're spending a little bit of personal money to do something for our business. I'm going to show you how to give an invoice client a credit, right? Again, keeping your business at a very professional level. And then a lot of us are affiliate marketers on JVZoo, and we actually or Warrior Plus. And you may have affiliates to promote your product. How many of you knew there are 4 separate transactions, right? When you sell a product and you have an affiliate to sell for you, right? And you got to account for all of them. And one of the things that is absolutely bonkers overwhelming in tax time is going back through all those transactions and trying to figure out what happened. If you can just kind of keep track of this through Quicken, again, it's going to make your life a lot easier as you start making sales when you have an affiliate promote your product. Creating categories for affiliate sales and borrowing from your credit card, right? A lot of us do that. And then paying it down your credit card. A lot of us do that. And then when you have an outsource expense, I really kind of felt the need. I needed to do that. It's pretty straightforward, but again, you do want to know how to categorize that. I covered that there in the course. Now, Quicken does not have a way of doing inventory, right? So again, it's not, if you want to do inventory, you want to do Amazon FBA, you want to do eBay, that kind of thing, you probably are going to need to do QuickBooks. Probably going to need to do QuickBooks. And don't worry, I've got QuickBooks coming out, but that's going to be a lot bigger course. It's going to take a lot longer, and but it's coming, right? So it's coming. And then when you actually sell that, so I'm going to show you. So if you have 1 or 2 things, let's say you go, and I think the example I use in the course, you go and you buy a vase, right? You're going to resell it for a higher price. Quicken can handle that kind of stuff. You got one or two things that you kind of go and buy, you sell it on eBay, after you do a little work on it, right? That's the kind of thing Quicken can handle. But you talk about a lot of inventory, and you're going to be kind of moving it through and shipping it from here, drop shipping and all that stuff. That's not what Quicken Home and Business is for, right? Now the last video, I know that I've seen a lot of conversation from internet marketers. I think we're just predisposed to this stuff. That people are now saying, okay, I got to go get some Bitcoin. Well, how do you track that, right? Quicken actually gives you a way of being able to track your Bitcoin value. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I thought that was a nice way to end the course, because, I mean, if you're going to be selling the course, you need a little something that's going to be a little hot, right? So that'll kind of give you a little edge to sell the course. That's something you can talk up. That's in the advanced course, obviously, and it will kind of be an application of the stuff that we did on the front end. So what's the big idea, right? What's the big idea of the course? And basically, it's making better decisions. It's managing better. But whatever, I don't care where you are in your internet marketing business, in your online business, in your brick and mortar business. If you know your financial position, you're going to make better decisions. One of the things I said in my email today is I used to be a commercial banker. Before I went to a boarding school and actually worked with at-risk youth, I spent 5.5 years looking at financial statements of small businesses. And to a person, probably the best experience that I've ever had in business is really helping people understand financial statements, right? Because for some people, they come into the bank and, they were not, I mean, the bank was never going to approve them for a loan. Some people came in because they were a startup. Banks don't lend to startups. Banks are going to be looking for collateral. People didn't have collateral, and they didn't understand that, right? And nobody was mad at them, and you weren't blaming them. But part of our job, right, as commercial bankers, as credit analysts, is educating entrepreneurs, right? That was part of our job. And so walking people through understanding financial statements was huge for them, right? And it is a great it's a great moment in their business when you can actually look at a statement and tell exactly what's happening based on the data, right? And again, I know we, internet marketers are just looking to make a lot of money, and we're just gonna crush it and do all that stuff. But look, if you can manage better, if you can look at the numbers and tell what's happening, you can make better decisions, right? You can manage better. And basically, the course, and I actually go through this. This is the video mind map that I go through. I don't talk through it the way I'm talking through it with you now, but it's basically putting the power of financial statements to work for you. That's really what the course is really all about. And basically, what you want to try to do, or get your client to do, is really understand how beneficial this can be for them. That's what the course is really going to be all about. Are there any questions? Any questions about the course? Any questions about anything that we're doing here? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's in it. Right, what's in it? You're going to have 20 over-the-shoulder videos, 20 MP3 audios. We've got our video mind map, obviously. We're going to be doing a live webinar. We've got our visual cheat sheets. So everything that you need to market this course is inside of the course, right? So this is it's our standard PLR. It's just a really cool topic that we know is going to really help you to be able to reach a different kind of person, right? So again, I mean, we've got marketing products in just about everything, right? And there are a number of PLR creators, but we're kind of looking around. We're kind of looking to see, well, what's not covered, and this is something I know very well, right? And so I wanted to do this again so that you have something in November and December. You can actually take this product into January and give people kind of in the whole New Year's resolution fast start vibe. Right, and people will be responding to that, for you to have this course in order to sell. One of the things I'm going to be doing this course, I just talked about this, and I think this is one of the really cool parts. And again, let's say that you don't really have customers in the U.S. or UK, or you're not from the U.S. or UK. Here's how you're going to benefit. If you've never done anything with financial statements, this one webinar really benefit you, right? So I'm gonna break down, and again, you're not gonna need a CPA or an accounting degree to understand when I get done with this, right? You will understand financial statements. You will understand how it impacts your business, and even if your financial statement is going to be something you're creating in another country, financial statements are pretty much the same. And so you do have to understand assets, liabilities, and the cash flow statement. And I'm going to show you that here in this course. And again, it's not going to take me all day, right? Believe it or not, it's only going to take me 40 minutes to make this really crystal clear and to put it in your brain so that you know it. And on top of it, I'm gonna take the recording. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna give you private label rights to the recording. So again, you can take anything, do anything you want to do with that recording, and you can actually use it in a way that benefits. You can put it in any product you want to, right? You don't even have to use that product with the Quicken product. You can use it as lead generation, right? In the new year, right? That's a good thing you use as a lead generation tool in the new year. So again, I just I want to encourage you to say, well, if you feel like, well, I'm not from the US, I'm not from the UK, I don't have customers there, you can still benefit from this product just from this one aspect, right? Getting this masterclass, financial statements, Simplified. I'm going to break this down for you. Okay. Once again, our daily newsletter is at the plrshow.com. If you're not on our daily newsletter, make sure you're signed up there so that you're getting our daily newsletter where we talk about PLR and other things that you can do in your business with PLR. Our Facebook group, make sure you are part of our Facebook group. And you can do that by going to facebook.com/groups/the PLR show. Again, we talk about PLR video mostly, but we do talk about PLR and ways that you can leverage it, in your business, regardless of what your business is. You don't have to be an information marketer to benefit from the things that we talk about on our webinars or in our group. And speaking of our training channel, we do a lot of training, or we've done a lot of training, and I haven't really done a lot as much recently. Now I do a weekend Q&A that's always on this channel. Right, so you're probably watching this on YouTube right now. You can find any of our other training on PLR on this channel. So if you're going over there to the youtube.com/Gain Mindshare, make sure to subscribe. You'll get all of our videos as they come out. And sometimes, when we do a product release, we'll actually release it there on YouTube before we do it on Facebook. And of course, once again, if you just want to go and pick up the video course right away, you can do that at the plrshow.com/new. That's where you can pick up the Quicken Home and Business PLR. Are there any questions? Any questions from anyone? Any questions? If you have any questions, you can write them there in the live chat box. And if not, that is going to be about it. We will be doing a review of a new PLR product that is coming out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So if you're watching this video and it's Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, make sure that you're signed up at our newsletter. We're going to send out a newsletter at 9 a.m. tomorrow because there's going to be something that I think will be interesting for you also, right? Especially for those of you who are into internet marketing, you can sign up again for our newsletter if you're not signed up right now at the plrshow.com. Now, again, most of you are probably already signed up, so you don't have to sign up a second time. But if you're not signed up, you're not getting our daily newsletter, make sure you're signed up over there at the plrshow.com. And as of today, 11/19, right, tomorrow, I'm going to be sending out an email at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that email is going to have our review for a video PLR product, one of the things that we really like to get behind, and one of the guys that we like to get behind when he actually does these. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. Certainly appreciate you being here. Those of you who came here live or you're watching by archive, once again, if you want to go ahead and pick up the PLR product, you can do that at the plrshow.com/new. Thanks, and have a great day.